Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? Wow, just wow. We've been bombarded with Power Ranger news lately. It's not even funny. First, we get the very first episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force early online. Originally, it was supposed to air, well, it's going to air on February 15, but it seems that Nickelodeon decided to air the episode online as well. The recent news following after Super Mega Force, the new Power Rangers season has just been announced, Power Rangers Dino Change. And I'm going to tell you about Dino Change a little bit later, but let's first talk about the first episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force. Now keep in mind guys that this may contain spoilers, so if you don't want to watch this video, you just go to my channel and see all the other videos that I have. So, as you guys probably saw in the opening theme, of course, we still get the same old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song, just remixed with the Megaforce lyrics. I kind of wish they could have changed it to the song that they always play when they're transforming into the Mega modes. Go Rangers! Go Rangers! At least, you know, I mean, it's just getting tired for these past 4 years. It's not ending anytime. I hope that in the next series they'll change the theme song, because I'm getting really tired of Go Go Power Rangers here. But anyway, in the opening sequence you see the Rangers running in the beach. I don't get it. I just don't know why they added that, but who knows. And of course you see the barrage of them transforming into the past Rangers, yada yada yada. At the beginning you have you know, the X-Borgs pretty much wreaking havoc on the city, you know, starting the invasion. Get a scene where they're in the mall where Ernie's brain freeze is at, all completely messed up from the X-Borgs. And of course you see Ernie hiding behind the counters and all that stuff until the Pink Ranger, Super Mega Force Pink, aka Emma, shows up and defeats the X-Borgs. It's really cool to see original footage from the Megaforce suits and the villains, because we mostly see Sentai footage, but it's good to see some original footage spliced in together. And of course, you know, the Pink Ranger tells Ernie that everything's going to be alright, and of course, meanwhile you have the Blue Ranger, Noah, battling the X-Borgs in the high school that they study in. You know, you see them rescuing a couple of high school students and telling them it will be alright, we can do this together. You know, that type of spiritual thing. It's too bad we don't get to see the other Rangers fight in the other areas, like Jake and GF fighting the X-Borgs in some unknown location, as well as Troy still trying to find Robo Knight as well. Meanwhile, in the command center, they've pretty much been battled out, and of course everybody comes back, including Troy, and you have Gosei who's telling them it's time to get your new powers. Yeah, so much for the old ones, but they're still using them, but you know, they're telling them that they can harness the powers of all of the Rangers and all that. And of course Jake is a little bit confused as to why his key is the wrong color. And of course Gosei tells them there's a simple explanation for that, and then boom, an explosion in the inner cities, and then they have to go and rescue the people and all that stuff, and then they transform into the Super Mega mode. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Why do the suits look like pirates? We don't know. I mean, it's almost the same thing as to why the Alien Rangers look like ninjas. Although, you know, keep in mind that the Alien Rangers were taught by the wise of Ninjor, so that could be explained. But we never explain why their suits look like pirate suits. I don't know, maybe Gosei. There's some rumors going around in the Ranger forums that Gosei is a big fan of the pirate movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, who knows. But anyway, they go out to battle, and I have to say there's a lot of dialogue. I hated the extra dialogue when they were fighting, as I mentioned in my last video, but the good thing is the great choreography in the fight scenes just kind of makes up for it. I mean, you see a lot of original Saban New Zealand footage here and there, but not to an extent. Just to cover certain shots, of course, that were in the Sentai footage. Of course, they took out the Go Ranger transformation from the Go Ranger to Shinkanger. Instead, is from Super Mega modes to Samurai. And of course, they transform again into another legendary Ranger, Power Rangers Mystic Force, and it's cool to see that nostalgia coming back. Like once they said Magical Source, Mystic Force, I mean, it was just so awesome to hear that. And of course, them saying the roll calls like Pink Mystic Ranger, Green Mystic Ranger, you know, it was just awesome. Kind of sadly, there were not a lot of references when they transform into the other legendary Rangers, like SPD. When they were transforming as SPD, they would only say Power Rangers SPD. Hello? Power Ranger SPD Emergency? Also, when they were transforming into Power Rangers Ninja Storm, the part where they go into the Ninja Shadow Battle, they should have said Ninja Shadow Battle and then tell the names of the sword. You know, tell the names of the weapons that they have afterwards. And then, of course, them transforming into the all legendary Red Ranger mode. You have them transforming, and which was kind of odd though, when Jake transformed into Operation Overdrive Red, he does kind of sound like Mac a little bit, which was pretty odd. And then, of course, you know, them fighting they had like the special combination move when they were using the weapons, of course, the fighting style from the Wild Force Red and the Jungle Fury Red. You know, both are lion-based Rangers, and they were kicking the monster's butt. And then, of course, they defeated him. And of course, it's not over yet. Time to make the monster grow, and then, you know, humongous size. And what's cool is that they can grow multiple monsters at a time with the machine in the Armada ship. And of course, we get to see the legendary Megazord, which is of course a pirate ship, you know, battling it out with the henchmen as well as the main villain, the second main villain in the first episode. And they defeated the monster with the legendary Megazord cannon, I guess. And then that was it. That was Power Rangers, the first episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force. So let me tell you kind of my good and bad, I guess, about this episode. The good being the villains. I really love the villains. I love Argus and Valera. Really awesome villains. Same with Volcar, although I kind of wish that didn't sound so much like Brock. His voice is kind of similar. I don't know, maybe it's the voice actor, but they are brothers, but they don't have to necessarily sound the same. Also, the issue with Jake and the Green Ranger key, they could have just explained it in this episode instead of just not trying to leave it for, you know, the next few episodes. They could have just explained it right there and there. Although then again, if you think about it, if you look at the episode itself, you notice that they don't necessarily have to transform into their primary color. They can transform into different colors if they wish to do so. So that's pretty much explained it. I wish they could have not talked too much when they were in battle. Although, like I said before, the awesome choreography and fighting makes up for it. And also the fact that the editors did a fantastic job trying to hide Don, aka the Gokaiger Green, in the Gokaiger footage mannerisms. In Gokaiger, he is very clumsy. He is very he's kind of like Ziggy, you know, like in Power Rangers RPM. But in this, you can hardly tell that it was Don in the Power Rangers Super Mega Force footage. Although there are some instances, of course, where you do see Don's mannerisms in the footage. And that was it. I hope you guys like my little mini review, if you will. So let's talk about what we're really going to talk about: Power Rangers Dino Change. Now, this series will be adapted from the Sentai series Kyuger. You're probably asking yourselves, why are they not adapting Go Buster? Well, there's a lot of explanations as to why. Now, we originally thought that Saban brands couldn't skip a season, but it seems that Bandai might have convinced Toei that they have a little situation of lagging behind on the Sentai footage that they adapt, so I guess they've kind of breached it and tried to let them skip a series. Also, as well, this series, Go Buster, isn't really that profitable, as you probably heard that the toy line wasn't really doing well in Japan, so they don't want to face the same mistake with the US release of Power Rangers. So one thing that's good about this is that the fact that it seems that they will, and I know that a lot of you don't agree with this, they will, much like Samurai, they will do the 2-year thing with the same cast and the same suits. Although one thing interesting about this in particular is that there were a lot of speculations going on that they cannot do a Kyoger adaptation because there's so many Spirit Rangers and they cannot cover all of the Spirit Rangers in all 20 episodes. So it seems that they're going back to that Samurai format of 2 years of the same show in 2 seasons. At least they will cover the Power Rangers, Dino Change, as well as the Spirit Rangers. Though knowing Saban, it's not going to be that much creative. It'll pretty much be the same as the Sentai version. Let's just hope the Spirit Ranger action figures don't become some Comic-Con or convention exclusives, you know. But this will be very profitable because, of course, you have amounts of auxiliary Zords as well as Spirit Rangers to boot. So you have dinosaurs. I mean, we all love dinosaurs. I mean, our first series, Power Ranger series, was dinosaur themed. As well, we have the second series, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, is dinosaur themed, which was kind of the reason why they decided to skip it. So sadly, for all you Go Buster fans, you will not be getting a Power Ranger adaptation. All 5 and 6 of you. Nah, I'm just kidding. I like Go Buster. I mean, it's an okay series. I mean, hopefully Saban Brands may utilize some of the plots in that show, but right now it's unknown whether they're going to use it or not. So if you guys want to do some of your own fan fiction of Go Buster, then by all means do so. So anyway, guys, what do you think of all these great Power Ranger news that has been coming down the pike these past couple of days? Please let me know in the comments. If you guys want, please subscribe to my channel, as well as subscribe to my Facebook. This is Sentai 22, and thanks for watching.